Are you sure that you're getting the most out of the data that you have available to you? And are there other signals and triggers that you could be using to generate more leads for your business? I'm going to give you 3 examples, and I'm going to save the very best one to last, so make sure that you stick around to the end. The first example I want to give you is obviously recruitment, because that's what we do a lot of. The simplest example of how recruitment agencies try and find opportunities is through searching for a list of companies that meets their TAM and then searching for jobs at that list of companies. That's basically how it works in Clay. Many of those companies are not going to have job posts on LinkedIn, right? If you're only reaching out to the companies that do have job postings on LinkedIn, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. Let me give you some examples of other triggers that you can use to try and find more opportunities at companies that actually do need help with hiring, but just don't have jobs posted on LinkedIn. If a company received funding in the last 3 months, let's reach out and see if they need help because they just got a load of money to spend. But here's the thing, if you scrape funding information, then a lot of it is going to say, yeah, we got funding 35 months ago, right? What could be a third possible trigger that you could use and leverage that funding information you got? Let's say that you have some companies that are funded between 12 to 24 months ago. So if they got their Series A funding round, if they announced that, say 12 months ago or 18 months ago, there's a very high chance that right now they're gearing up for their Series B. And so this would be a great trigger to reach out to them, and that could be your third campaign type. I'm going to go off on a different example now and talk about a campaign that we're running for reputation management. We use Serpa.dev. It's amazing. It's super cheap. This morning I scraped 28,000 companies for like $10. I'm not exaggerating. You're targeting companies in an industry that are local businesses and have Google reviews with an average rating of 3.9 or less, because you want to find negative reviews about them, and then you want to highlight those negative reviews in an email to them and say, do you want help to improve your average review rating or get more positive reviews or even remove the negative ones, right? Now that's great, but what about all the other companies that have a 4.0 rating or higher? Are you just not going to reach out to those companies? Because that would be a huge waste. So what you can do is, if they have a 4.0 or higher average rating, we try to find another local competitor in the same town or city as that company that has more reviews than them on Google. And then we reach out to them and say, have you thought about how much business you're losing to this competitor simply because they have more reviews than you? Would you like us to help you to get more reviews so that you can get more market share from them? Now, I told you I'd save the third and final example for last because it is my favorite. And this is related to what you can do once you have a list of companies scraped from Serpa.dev where you just can't find their decision makers' names or any valid email addresses in Clay using Claygen or Waterfalls. So what you can do instead is copy the list of domains and put it into Apollo, and then you'll find decision makers that way at some of those companies anyway. But another great thing that you can then do is inside Apollo you have a built with integration which allows you to search for companies within that list that are using specific technologies, such as the Google Ads Pixel, such as Google Tag Manager, such as the Meta Pixel. And then you can find companies that are already advertising online. And this is very useful if you want to reach out to them with a PPC offer. You also have the built with integration in Clay, but unless you're using your own API key, you're going to be using Clay's managed built with account, which is 2 credits per row, and that is going to eat through your Clay credits pretty fast. So I recommend, to get the most out of your data scraped from Serpa.dev using Clay, put it into Apollo or paste in a list of domains into Apollo, find out which companies are using specific technologies which are relevant to your offer. Then you have another list of qualified leads that you can use to reach out to for another offer. So I hope this video helped you. I hope that it's given you some ideas about how you can get the most out of your data, and also how you can get the most out of your Clay tables and workbooks by thinking about additional triggers and signals that you can use as reasons to reach out to more decision makers in your total addressable market And so think about it more. I'm sure you'll come up with some great ideas as you think about the content of this video. And if you're looking for help building custom workbooks and clay workflows that can run on automatic and generate leads for your business, then click the link in the description and book a call with me. I'd love to chat with you and see if there's a fit for us to work together.